folks, I'm back. Today I'll talk to you guys about that subject that I've talked in so many of my videos again and again, but I think that this is one of the most important subjects in our life. And what is that? Learning how to relate, being in a relationship with one another, and how to improve the quality of that. Now, before I begin, I want to stress something, a disclaimer that I've said in my previous videos, but it's important that I must say this again. I am no expert in this field whatsoever. I'm just a person who has been married for X amount of years and have experienced so many ups and downs, more ups than downs, and have the privilege of sharing my experiences and my know-hows, insights and perspectives and wisdoms that I've learned along the way to improve the quality of my own personal relationship. And I think these tools can help you guys as well, and I need to share this, and that's all it is. People, can you give me 1 second? I'm just going to open the door for my little boy because he needs to enter and watch his watch his dad perform. Be right back. Come here, boy. Come here. So, again, I do apologize for that, people. We're back. Father and son. Son, say hello to the people.
Hello.
Say, I'm back.
I'm back.
Again today.
Again today.
Well done. That's his first public speaking talk. You're going to see more of my little boy in up-and-coming videos, so please, by all means, stay tuned for that. People, today I will talk to you guys about, well, I want to emphasize tone, the usage of tone. It can be such a killer, or it can work in your favor. And check this out, people. You can say the right thing, but in the wrong tone. If you're giving advice and you say it in the wrong tone, it will get rejected. And it doesn't matter even if it's the truth that you're speaking about. If it's said in the wrong tone, it can spoil the moment and it can spoil the advice that you're trying to give. And the worst time to speak in this type of tone is when both parties are upset. Because at this moment, it requires one to back off. Because if you don't back off, it'll be like talking to a brick wall. Especially if you're angry, you're aggravated, you're agitated at one another, and you're both trying to talk. It's only going to heat up and explode the situation and make it worse for yourselves. Therefore, you ain't going to be able to communicate effectively. So the best thing to do is one person out of the two, back off. Take a bit of time out. Think about what it is that they want to say and come back with a better tone. I emphasize this and I stress this so many times. It's about tone, how you come across. Be mindful about the tone that you use towards one another. For instance, I'll give you an instance. You're going to say, I love you. And you've used this non-hearted tone of voice. Sorry, guys. Son, you're going to hurt yourself. Okay. I do apologize for that, guys. That was just my son. He nearly hurt himself by trying to pick up them discs. Anyway, so you can say to your partner, I love you. You can say it with heart, body, mind, and soul, I love you. And emphasize that with that type of tone. It could have some kind of impact, a good impact or a bad impact. I don't know how your partner will take it. Or you can just say, I love you. Can you see the difference? One is with coming from the depth of your heart, when you say it with meaning, sincerity, and that's by using the tone of your voice. And check this out, people. It can make a difference. It can make a difference in so many different areas and aspects of your life, whether it be with dealing with your nearest or your work colleague or your family member. It's all about tone at the end of the day, because that's the thing that's either going to deter someone or you're going to attract someone. I'll give you another example, a flip side. If you use your tone well, for example, someone who flirts, someone who's very flirtatious, they become more attractive to the opposite sex. Now what happens then? You're more drawn, you're more attentive in terms of what they have to say, and you respond a lot more better. In a relationship, you can apply the same principles. Not just flirting, but using your tone, your voice tone, nicely, precisely, concisely, and you'll get whatever it is that you want because you're reasoning nicely. It'll work in your favor. Whilst if you were to do the opposite now, be mean, your whole demeanor is mean. The way you come across, you're composed in a stern, mean type of way, and your voice projection is horrible. Your tone of voice is more horrible, especially with your nearest loved one and your children. What's that going to do to them? That's going to shatter them. That's going to break them down. That's going to shut them up. Or in some cases, it may do the opposite. It may just create so much more chaos and animosity and miscommunication, and then all of a sudden the relationship is broken down. Now, we don't want that now, do we, people? We need to improve the quality of our relationships. That's why you're tuning in. That's why that you're trying to listen to what I have to say and see if I make any sense to you guys. And if I can make a difference in your relationship, then by all means, that's a big thumbs up from me. People, I'm losing the plot here. I'm kind of drifting, sidetracking from what it is that I'm trying to say. It's about tone. You can use it in two ways. You can use it in a negative way or you can use it in a bad way. Which one do you choose? It's down to you. And that choice is yours. You can make that decision, that difference in the quality of your relationship just by that one act. And that's your voice tone. Look how many people you can persuade. Look how many people you can seduce and attract and get things, whatever it is that you're after, by just using your voice tone, especially in your relationship. And I'm saying, people, keep it in your relationship. Don't let it spill out of your relationship, because what happens is when you start becoming more flirtatious outside your relationship with your nearest dearest, what's going to happen is the energy is going to go outside and you won't have any for your partner. So what's the point in that? You want to use all that energy, that tone of voice, in a good way towards your partner so your relationship can flourish. That's what it's about. Why is it that we don't make the effort with our partners in terms of improving the quality of our voice tone, but in others out there, outside our relationship with our nearest dearest, we put on that extra nice soft voice, that flirtatious voice, that soft tone, and it works wonders. But we can't even do it in our own personal relationships, and that's the most important thing that we must do. Especially if we're trying to win over each other's hearts for the good, we need to change the quality of our voice tone. Be mindful of that first and foremost, of how you're coming across, how you're sounding, and then just change it, tweak it, and try to improve the situation that you're in. Because all it takes is your voice tone to change. If you say something in a nice tone, it'll come out in a nice way. It'll have sweetness to it, sweetness to your words. But if you say the right thing in a horrible way, what do you think the outcome will be? They'll reject you. In fact, they'll probably project exactly how you're coming across, and it can come quite heated and argumentative at that point. So we don't want to do that now, do we, people? There you go. That is my rant for today. So, people, you know what's going to happen. You know what I'm going to say now. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many as well as yourself. Bye for now.